right, greatest of three numbers program if we want to write. So then what we do is inside the main, first you declare three variables a, b, c, or the three variables. Then ask the user to enter three numbers. Okay, so then catch those three numbers using scanf function inside a, b, and c. Okay, so now the three numbers are with you. Now you want to test whether a is greater or b is greater or c is greater. Okay, so simple way of doing or solving this problem is what we can do is you take first number and test whether is it greater than other two numbers. Okay, so how to write such condition in C program? Taking the first number and checking with other two numbers whether it is greater or not. Okay, so this is a simple condition we need to test how it can be implemented or written in C programming, that we should know. Okay, so if we want to use or test a condition, we know that we use if statement. Okay, so if a greater than b and logical and we use double ampersand and a also greater than c. Okay, so if both the conditions are true, that indicates that A is greater than B and C. Okay, so among the three, now you can confirm that A is the greater number. Now you print that statement inside the printf, you write percentage D is greater, comma A. Okay, so nothing but it shows that A is greater. If any one of them is false, we do not know. A greater than B may be false or A greater than C may be false. We do not know. If any one of them is false, then this statement becomes false. Okay, it indicates that there is among other two numbers B and C, there is a number which is greater than A. Okay, so you do not know whether is it B or C. Now you need to identify. Okay, so if this condition is false, then it comes to this else part. Okay, so now inside the else, by the time you reach to this else, it is confirmed that A is not the greatest number. Now the greatest number may be among B or a C. Okay, so what we do is now we'll test whether B is greater or not. Okay, that means you test whether B is greater than A and also greater than C. So how to write such condition? Okay, so inside the else, now you write the condition if B greater than A and logical and we need to use here B also greater than C. If both these conditions are true, then this statement becomes true. Okay, so when this is true, it shows that B is greater than A and also greater than C. Okay, so now among the three, you can declare that B is the greatest number. Yes or no? Okay, so how to declare that? Write a printf statement here. So printf percentage D is greater. Percentage D is greater. Then after the double quotes, put comma and write the variable name. So what is the variable name? B is greater here. So write the variable name B and end this statement with a semicolon. Okay, so if the first condition is false, it is confirmed that A is not greater. Okay, so then it comes to this else part. Now it is inside the else. Now you are checking whether B is greater or not. Okay, so if it is greater declared, now you are confirming that B is greater. Okay, otherwise else, it comes to else. That means if any one of this condition is false, you can confirm that B is not greater. Okay, so already you confirmed A is not greater, B is not greater, then directly is it required to test again whether C is greater than A and B? No, among the three numbers in mathematics elimination process we call it as among the three numbers. Okay, if you declare A is not greater and B is not greater and now you can confirm that C automatically C is greater. You can confirm. Okay, so inside this else, no need to test any condition. Okay, so directly you can declare here. Now it is confirmed that C is greater. Okay, so directly you write here percentage D is greater, comma C. You can say no need to test again the condition. Okay, so here now see here in for else I am using this open brace and closing brace. For if I have not used this open brace and closing brace, nothing but I have not used a block here. For else I have written a block here. Why? You need to understand this. Okay. So when this if condition is true, only this is the statement. This printf is the only statement to be executed. When there is only one statement to be executed, I told no need to write braces. If you write braces here, nothing wrong. There is no wrong in that. Okay. So still it is correct. This way also we can write. Still it is correct. Okay. But what happens means including these braces at so many places, okay, increases program complexity. Understanding the program becomes difficult. Okay, so even if you miss one closing brace, it gives error. It gives error. You started open brace, but suddenly you missed writing this closing brace. Then compiler gives error. There should be a matching open brace and closing brace, where it is beginning and where it is ending. Okay, so that's why I advise when there is only one statement to be executed, better not to write this. But inside this else, now I have to execute either this or this. Okay, more than one statement. That's why now I have written this braces here. Okay, right? So this is called a nested if else statement. In if you can write if else, or in else also you can write another if else statement. Now inside the else, now see I have written another if else statement. This is an example for a nested if else statement. Then end already written 0 is there. Okay, so now you can end your program. Now this is simple program using nested if else and identifying which among the three is greatest number. Okay, now if I execute this program, just see here. Zero errors. Okay, so then if I run this program, now you will get enter three numbers. Okay, so if I enter say 10, 20, 30, if I enter, now 30 is greater, it prints. But from which printf statement this 30 is greater is printed, you need to understand this. You need to understand this. Okay, so for this, that means I'll just copy paste this program and on paper I'll show you what is happening here. Okay. Now see here what is happening here. Yeah, I'll show you another way of writing the same program. Okay, the first way you need to understand the execution path. ఎక్కడి నుంచి ఎక్కడికి వెళ్తుంది. If we enter same numbers, what is happening? Okay, so that is what you need to understand. Okay, so now I'll show you with the diagrams, then you can understand easily here. Okay, now so here int main. Okay, so for a and b and c, memory will be allocated like this. Okay, so this is memory for a. Similarly, now this is the memory for b, and this is the memory for c. This is the memory for b. Okay, assume initially for abc memory is allocated. Okay, now enter three numbers. Enter three numbers. Okay, so you entered something like 10 here. Okay, so 20 here, then 30 here. Ten, 20, 30 you entered. Now, so I stored 10 in A, 20 in B, and 30 in a C. Okay, so ABC now contains these three numbers. Now what happens, we need to understand. Now it comes to this first if statement here. Now just see here what happens. So first it checks this condition, A greater than B and A also greater than C. First it checks the first condition, A greater than B. 10 greater than 20, no, false. And 10 greater than 30, false. Both false and false is false. Okay, so when this is false, directly control jumps to this else part here. It comes to this else part here. Okay, it won't execute this printf statement. Okay, so directly control comes to this else part. Then inside the else, now we have another condition here. So it comes to this second condition here. Okay, now it checks the condition, B greater than A. What is B value? 20. 20 greater than 10. Yes, this is true. Okay, so this is true. And B greater than C, 20 greater than 30, then this becomes a false here. Okay, so true and false. True and false is what? False. True and false is false. Okay, so that's why this statement becomes false. When this is false, directly it jumps to this else part. It jumps to this else part, and here this printf is executed. Percentage D is greater, comma C. That means on the screen you can see 30 is greater. You can see 30 is greater. That's how that 30 is greater printed. Okay, so from which statement it is printed? From this statement, this last statement. From this last statement, you got the output printed on the screen. Okay, so this you should be in a position to explain to the interviewer. Sometimes interviewer gives this program and he asks you, if I enter these three numbers, okay, so what is the output I will get first thing? Okay, if I get 30 is greater output, if you say 30 is greater, it will be printed, sir. Okay, so from which printf? See, because all these printfs prints in the same manner. Percentage D is greater, percentage D is greater. Okay, so from which printf statement that output is printed and why he asks. Okay, so then you should explain in this manner. You should explain in this manner. Okay, right. So someone is asking, if we enter same numbers, what happens? Okay, right. If we enter same numbers, say for example, what happens? You need to understand how our program behaves. For example, 10, 10, 10, I enter. 10, 10, 10, I enter A, B, C here. Okay, so what happens? We need to understand here. Okay, so among these 10, 10, 10, manually, if you are asked 10, 10, 10, three numbers, what is the greatest number means? All are same. 10 is the greatest number. Yes or no? 10 is the greatest number. Now, if you want to print in other way, all the numbers are same. If that output has to be printed, okay, so then you need to include another condition. We need to include another condition, but your program won't print on its own. Please remember, okay, but it prints one of this is greater. Okay, so among these three, 10 is greater. If it prints, okay, that is 10 is greater among these three. Okay, now, but what happens if we enter three same numbers? Where from the message will be printed? You need to understand. Now see here. So first it checks 10 greater than 10, 10 greater than 10, true or false? Output will be 10. Okay. Yeah, clear screen, get ch. These are used in Windows environment. Please remember, clear screen, CLR, SCR, and get ch. They are used in Turbo C. Okay, so we are not using Turbo C here. Okay, so we are using a Linux C compiler. That's why these two functions won't work in that compiler. If you use these two in Linux compiler, C compiler, it gives error. Function not found error you will get. I'll show you. For example, if I use clear screen here, okay, it gives error. Why we use clear screen in Windows environment means in previous output, if you want to erase on the output screen, you want to erase the previous output. Okay, so then we inform the compiler to first clear the screen, then print output from this program. Current program, you print the output. So otherwise, if you don't use clear screen, previous output is also previous program output will be there. From that point onwards, it continues the current program output. Okay, so all the output is available from all the previous programs. Okay, so every time you want only the current program output to be displayed, then we can use this clear screen. Okay, right? Okay, right. Now, so try to understand the logic, how your program is executing, where from the output is printed, ఏం జరుగుతుంది program లో, that you need to understand very clearly. Okay, so that is important. Then you can identify where I committed mistake in the program. Right, now see here. So first, a greater than 10, 10 greater than 10, false, and 10 greater than 10, false. So directly it comes to this else part. Then again it comes to inside else we have another test condition. If again b greater than a, 10 greater than 10, false, and 10 greater than 10, false. False and false is false. So then directly it comes to the last else part here. Then it prints percentage d is greater comma c. That means 10 is greater, it prints among these three. 10 is greater. Okay. Now if we want to print all the three numbers are same, here we need to use another condition. In this place we need to write one more condition where a is not greater, b is not greater. Okay, so now you test whether all the three numbers are same or not. Okay, so that you can write one more condition here, but we are not doing that. Our aim is to find which is greater. Negative numbers also you can give. What is there? Negative numbers also you can give. Just I'll show the execution here. Now see here. Negative numbers, if we enter, what happens? Say if I run the program, enter three numbers, all three negative numbers you want to test. Okay, so then you can say test -5 I entered. Okay, so -10 I entered. Okay, so then -25 I entered. Now you tell me which is greater. Now before I execute the program, now you tell me -5, -10, -25, which is greater? Just you give your answer -5. Okay, so 4b1 given -5. Okay, so all are telling that -5 is greater. Now we'll see our program logic is also correct or not. Our program also does the same thing or not. Now I am executing that. Okay, so I am now pressing enter key. Now you can see -5 is greater. That means our logic is correct. Our logic is correct. Okay, so that you need to understand. This is what, after writing the program, you have to check with the different outputs, and you try to trouble your program with the different kinds of outputs. Then you'll come to know where the logic is failing. Then accordingly you can make changes. If something going wrong for some output, okay, so then again you test in this way. You test first, it checks this condition, what is happening here. Okay, if this is false, then it comes to this else part, what is happening here, then this condition is testing. Okay, so like this line by line execution you should do on your own. Writing some program and executing on the say computer and saying that it is not giving the correct output, not giving the correct output. Okay, now why it is not giving correct output, you should execute on paper line by line. Then you should identify the logic error. You should identify the logic error. That means if something wrong you have written, that is called logic error. That means if you are not getting correct output, that means there is some mistake in the program. Logically you have written some wrong statements. Syntactically it is correct. Syntactical means grammatically the statement may be correct, but logically it is wrong. It is not producing the correct output. Such things you should identify. Okay, clear? Right. This is one way of writing. Two conditions at a time we can test in this way. Okay, so if someone asks you, I don't want two conditions to be tested at a time, one condition I want to test. Okay, so then how we can modify this program? Okay, so what I do is I take another file here. Okay, so then modify this program. So I save this program. C great3.c. Okay, so greatest 3.c, greatest of three numbers. Okay, so the meaning of file name. File name should be appropriate. You should not give 1.c, 2.c, 3.c. Okay, so by seeing the file name, you should identify, oh, this is the program for greatest of three number. This is the program for if else. In that way, you should give the file names. And please remember, when you give the file name, you should not use any space in the file name. Okay, now, so how we can write single condition at a time and how it can be modified. Okay, so I'm just removing all this code from here to here. From the scratch, I demonstrate so that you can understand easily. Now, if a greater, what we can do is we can compare. What is the general logic? We take first two numbers and we compare and we find out which is greater among these two. And then we compare that number with the third number. And among those two, again, which is greater, we identify, then we'll print that is the greatest number. This is the simple logic. Yes or no? If three students are there and you need to find out who is the tallest student. Okay, if you are asked to a blind person, then what he will do? He compares the first two student heights. He compares with hand. Okay, so then he identifies among these two, this is the tallest person. Then he compares this person with other person. That's how he identifies. Okay, so whenever you write a program, you should think like a blind man, because you know what are the values storing in the variables, but your compiler don't know what values you entered. Then your compiler has to decide based on the values received. It has to decide how it should decide. Okay, so if you think like a blind man, then you will get the logic. Okay, now, so this is the simple logic, comparing the first two numbers first. Okay, so now I'm checking here. If a greater than b, if this is true, what does it indicate? A is greater than b. Okay, if this is true, now this is the true block, and if this is false, and now this is the else block. Now see here. Now, okay, so skeleton I have written here. Now, so first two numbers I am comparing. If a greater than b, this is true, it comes here. If this is false, it comes to this else part. Now, what we need to do? Accordingly, we should write the statements here. So first we'll go with the true statements here. Okay, true condition we'll test first. Now, if a greater than b, assume that true. If this is true, it is assumed that a is greater. Among these two, a and b, a is greater. Now we need to compare a with c. Yes or no? So inside the if, again, you write another if statement. Okay, so if a is greater than c, if a is greater than c, when it comes here, it is already confirmed that a is bigger than b. Now I am checking whether a is also bigger than c. Okay, so again there are two possibilities here, true and false. True and false. So if the condition is true, it is confirmed that a is bigger than b and c. So directly you print here, say printf percentage d is greater, percentage d is greater, comma a. Percentage d is greater, comma a. Otherwise, else what does it mean? A greater than c, false. False means c is greater. Now you print c is greater here because a is already greater than b. A is already greater than b. Now c is greater than a. It indicates also already it is also greater than b. Okay, so that's why you can confirm that c is the greatest number. So now you write here printf percentage d is greater. Percentage d is greater, comma c. Okay, so this is the true block. If A greater than B, if this is true, now this is the logic to be written or code to be executed. That means comparing A again with C. If true, we confirm that A is greater. Otherwise, we confirm that C is greater. Okay, so this is closed here. Okay, now then think that if the condition is false, what we need to do? Okay, A greater than B. If this is false, now it comes to this else part. Okay, so what does it mean? A greater than B. False means B is greater. B is greater. Now you need to compare B with a C. You need to compare B with a C. Okay, so again write another condition here. If B greater than C, if B greater than C, true means what does it indicates? B is greater. So you write here printf percentage D is greater, percentage D is greater, comma C. Sorry, B. B is greater. Okay, if this is false, then it comes to else part, because whenever you test a condition, there are two possibilities, true or a false. Okay, so if this is false, now you can compare that C is greater. Now you can print here C is a greater. Okay, now this is the else block. This is else block and this is if block. Okay, now see, this is a very good example for nested if. In if we are writing another if else statement, or in else also you can write another if else statement. Okay, so writing one if statement or if else statement in another if else statement is called nesting of if else statements. Then finally close this else here, then return 0, close the main program. Right? Clear? Okay, so try to execute this. Now how the control jumps from one part to other part, you should understand here. Okay, so I'll just what happened about, okay, already this, right. Now I build the program. Okay, so you can see 0 errors here. Okay, so now I run this program, run the program. Now enter three numbers. Now you can test these three numbers. Okay, so this time 10, 30, 20 I entered. Now it prints 30 is greater. 30 is a greater. Okay, so how it prints this 30 is greater? Where from? You should understand. Okay, now I'll copy paste this and I'll explain how the control jumps from one part to other part. That is very, very important. Now if I copy this code here, what I do is I take next page and I copy this in the new page. Okay, now see here what is happening, you should understand here. Now ABC memory I am taking here. Okay, so assume this is the memory of A, this is the memory of B, and this is the memory of C. Okay, so enter three numbers. Okay, so I shown in the output, I entered 10 in A. Okay, so 30 in B and 20 in C. So then we got the output 30 is greater, but there are four printf statements. From which statement, printf statement it has printed? Can you just tell me 1, 2, 3, 4? From which printf? First printf, second, third, fourth printf statement? From which printf statement you got that output? Now you try to execute on your own and just give your opinion. Let me see how many of you will be right. Yeah, are you getting my audio? No. Here, which printf statement? 1, 2, 3, 4. First printf, second, you give the number 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 printf statements are there. Is this audio and video clear? Right. So third printf, fourth printf, first printf, second printf. 1, 2, 3, 4 numbers you give. From which printf this 30 is greater? Now see here. 10, 30, 20 I entered. Then I got the output as 30 is greater. From which printf statement it has printed this 30 is greater? Now you tell. Okay, so whether you are executing, understanding the logic correct or not, let me just test. Okay, third printf. Okay, so many of you have given third printf. Love. Okay, right. So we will understand the logic now. Okay, so this is important, students. Being a computer science and ECE background students, we should understand the program execution logic. Now ABC 10, 30, 20 we stored. Okay, so now it comes to this first condition part. Okay, so if A greater than B, 10 greater than 30, 10 greater than 30, false. So what happens? It directly jumps to this else part here. Now this is the else related to this if, and please remember this is the else related to this if statement. Okay, so this is inner if else statement. This is outer if else statement. Okay, so first condition 10 greater than 30 false. So directly it jumps to this else statement here. Okay, now inside the else, now again it checks this condition here. If B greater than C, what is B value? 30. 30 greater than C, what is C value? 20. 30 greater than 20, yes, true. So since it is true, then it executes this printf statement and it prints 30 is greater. Okay, so third printf, it prints 30 is greater, right? So many of you are given correct answer. Okay, so congratulations. So hope you understood the logic of if else statements execution. Okay, so right, third printf, from third printf we get the output. Now say for example I enter the number like this. For example, if I take a C value as a 40, C value as a 40. Okay, so what is the output I will get? 40 is greater I will get. From which printf it is printed? Now you tell me. 30, 10, 30 and 40. Okay, so if you want I'll show the execution also. Once again I just see there. I run the program. So enter three numbers 10, 30, 40 I enter. Then we'll get the output as 40 is greater. Okay, now you tell me from which printf statement this is printed. 10, 30, 40 means. From which printf we'll get this. Okay, fourth printf, fourth. No, only one printf is executed. Please remember 2 and 4. No. Any one printf is executed. Now, if you want, I'll show here. So after executing this printf statement, directly control from here jumps to this return 0 statement. Okay, because it won't come to this else part. This part is skipped. This entire part will be skipped here. Okay, so directly from here it comes to return 0 and end of your program will be reached here. Okay, now in this case, if we enter 10, 30, 40, 40 is greater, it is giving the output 40 is greater. From which printf it is printed? First, second, third, fourth. A printf నుండి వస్తుందనే చెప్పండి. So fourth, many of you are given fourth printf. Fourth printf. Okay, right, so we'll see the logic. Okay, so we'll try to understand the logic again. Now see, so 10 and 30, first it compares this. A greater than B, 10 greater than 30, no, false. Then it comes to this else part. Okay, so then again it checks B greater than C. What is B value? 30. 30 greater than 40. No, false. So then from here it comes to this else part. Then it directly prints for percentage D is greater comma C. So then 40 is greater, it prints. So from fourth printf it prints. Okay, right? So very good. Right now, last test case I want to test here. These are called test cases. Okay, so last test case, for example, okay, so if I give 35 in A, if I give 35, okay, so let me erase this. In A, if I give 35, and in B 30, and in C 40, in C 40. So again, we'll get the output as 40 is greater. From which printf it is printed? Now you tell me. Okay, so here I'll take 40. Now 40 is greater, it prints. From which printf it prints the 40 is greater? You please tell. Right. Second. Okay, all right. Second. Okay, very good. Okay, so let us just quickly understand the logic here. Okay, so first it tests the first condition. 35 greater than 30. Yes, true. Then enters this if. Okay, so in the, it enters this if block. Okay, so inside this if block again we have another condition. Okay, so then it checks this condition. If A greater than C, 35 greater than 40. No, false. Then directly it jumps to this else part and it prints this 40 is greater from this printf statement. So from second printf statement, it prints 40 is greater. Okay, so hope the logic is clear and the flow of execution with different test cases, how your program executes is also clear. Yes. Okay, so this is how you should understand and you should proceed. You should test your program with the different test cases. Clear? Okay, right. So now you take one program, write the program to test whether the given number is even or odd. Given number is even or odd. Otherwise, right here. Program to find whether the given number is even or odd. Even or odd. And even I can write a program to test whether a person is male or female. Okay. So these days in applications we are also previous applications there were only two options, but now in applications we have third option also. Okay, so how your program should decide this? Okay, so these are all real-time applications, programs used in a real time, because you are filling your application online. MSET application you are filling online, and finally at the time of examination these many girl students appearing and these many boys appearing for the MSET examination. Okay, are they counting your applications? No. So at the back end they will have a program which identifies whether the application is or the student is male or female, because in application you will have a field called as gender. Okay, so there you use a letter either M or F sometimes. Okay, so using that letter, your application counts how many girl students and how many boys are appearing for this exam. And if there are any third gender students also, it counts. Okay, so if you write program for such real-time applications, then you will understand the logic where exactly these type of programs are used in real time. Okay. Okay, so then we'll stop here. Else if ladder I'll discuss in the evening so that we'll complete a if statement today, and switch statement also I'll discuss in the evening so that we can complete conditional statements, and tomorrow onwards we go with the iterative statements. Yeah, in examination what type of questions they will ask? They'll ask this kind of program, write a program to find whether the given number is even or odd. You should write, or the question will be write a program to find the greatest of three numbers. It is up to you which logic you use, whether you use this first logic or you use this second logic. It is up to you. Okay, so evening 6 o'clock. Shall we have a class at 6 o'clock or 5 o'clock? This program you write on paper and you execute on paper whether your program is giving the correct output or not. Okay, so then you test in a C compiler. In mobiles you have C compilers, and if you have desktops in Turbo C or in some other code blocks, or online compilers are also available directly. Okay, so at 5 o'clock we'll have a class. Okay, 5 o'clock. Okay, so if possible we'll extend up to 7 o'clock. Assignment, this is what assignment. This you can take as an assignment. Okay, so don't bother about assignments. First we'll learn programming first. These things. Okay, right.